Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg here again with an update on the Buddy Build main pole, military model pole, the Sturmtiger. There's some little bits and pieces. Sorry, I've got the fan going as well. It's a bit warm here at the moment, so I don't think it'll hear that badly, but it's on. That's what the noise is anyhow. Yeah, so we've done a bit more since the last update. So we'll go from there. We'll start again. We'll start from what's in front of me. I don't know if I showed you all the shells and things. I can't remember. I'll show you a shell anyhow. One of the I've got one of those shells in there. They're nice. They're nice decals. Went down really nicely. I won't be using any of these, I don't think. Maybe one or two to put into the upper lower case, but nothing else, because it's going to be a captured one, so it's on its way to wherever. Also, I've got a couple of oil cans I'm putting on there as well, on the actual flatbed. With two of those like that, so it's upside down at the moment, obviously. With those, so I have two of those to go on, and knackered and battered jerry cans as well. Okay, not too bad. Got a hair on that one. Also, I've made some blocks, you know, just to put in front of the Sturmtiger and behind it. Okay, that came out quite well. Different variations in the tones of the wood. Yeah, so one of them is going to go across each of the front wheel and back wheel. I've done 4 in case I need 4, but I don't think I'll need 4. I've been looking closely as well at the some of the pictures that I've got for the Sturmtiger. I noticed when they bring the shells up, they have like an outer case on them. So I created that was using balsa wood and wire and tamiya tape. The wire we've taken off near the tie, it was just to keep the shape. So I made one of these to keep the shells in. Just balsa wood and then weathered it up a little bit. You can see there's a shell in there. There's something that be put onto the actual either the flatbed or the Sturmtiger engine deck. Unsure yet, we'll see when we get there. Yeah, so that was just out of balsa wood. Thin balsa wood. Cut up into strips. Paul gave me a long time, gave me a chopper, one of those choppers, so I came in perfectly for that. So that's what I used for that. Couple of boxes are going on the rear as well. Just for the picture I've got, I'm just sort of taking it as a sort of inspiration. So the vehicle will be very similar to what's in the picture, apart from it's on a flatbed. So we have that one there, and the other one there as well. Sorry, can't really see, can you? So we have a bit of light on that. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where's my light switch? Is it the other side? I bet you it's the other side. Of course it is. I don't think that's going to make much difference really. Anyhow, we've got those anyhow on there. And the jack block is naturally on the vehicle, but I painted it anyhow because it's been damaged where the jack block goes, so I may have to just throw that on the back. I'm unsure yet. I know it's in a case, but I'll just start and do it anyhow. What else have we got on here? Oh, there's a couple of tarps thrown on the back as well, and I just thought I'd do this one rolled up as well. Just that one there. And we have a crate, which I haven't finished yet. We have a crate and some potato mashers, wine bottles, and this is the loop for the crane. Me and Paul were discussing that this morning, and when it's loose, when it's got no shell and the shape is different, so I'm going to have to create the shape when it's dry. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Paul's already done his, so yeah, so we'll do that. So that's all that on there. I'll pop that back on there, just a second. Move that down here for now. Do I need to put my cable in? I think I may be running out of battery, so let's just pop the cable in just in case. That's just in case. There we go. There we go. That's better. We've nearly finished. The battery power had nearly gone. Right, so where we at? Yeah, this is still the same. I still haven't altered anything on this yet. This is still exactly the same. I still have to put splash marks on the up here, like, you know, from grime and dust and, you know, engine spills and that kind of stuff. That's going to go on there. But near the end, when I position the vehicle, and the base itself is coming along quite nicely. Let me just move these out of the way. Got a bit farther than last time. I've actually put some wood round it, and we started on the ballast. So I've cut some balsa wood as well to the shape on each end. This is going to be the front. There's going to be greenery on there. Obviously this is all going to be weathered yet and bits and pieces. And the other side, again, we'll have a bit of greenery, a few bushes, things like no bushes, more like tall grass and things like that we have on there. So it's coming along quite nicely. Right. Let's just pop that back on there and that back on there. Oh, you back on the stair. There we go. Right, wheels next. Right, let's have a gander at the wheels. We started, I've got the cogs, sprocket done. Let's just move this bloody light out of the way. So we have the sprockets, really weathered these. On there. First time using the MRP paint, I quite like using it. Obviously it's a lacquer, so it stinks a bit, but I did it before it really got too hot. I did it one day when it was a bit cooler. I haven't done any more spraying since. You'll see so far I've got with that. So that's one sprocket. Still haven't attached the idler, so the return, the idler. That's put together on the vehicle as well. And you've got the steel on the outside. Same with the wheels. These all need dusting and things like that yet, but they're working from that base there, so quite happy with those. Even on the rear, done the rear as well. Some of these you're not going to see anyhow, but the rear on that one. Where did I get that one from? Here we go. We've got them all labelled, so I know which is which. And I thought I'd just throw a primer, the oxide primer in, just on one wheel, just you know, something different on one side. So I did those with obviously the red oxide primer underneath, and then I did hairspray, and then I put the MRP paint on, which is this one. I use that. And let in a hairspray them in that, and then chipped away and then weathered it with a few oils. Rust, dark brown, two different rust tones from the ab to long range. And then what did I do after that? I made a little wash of like a light grey pigment, and just pigment, light grey wash where we're using Vallejo paints, and just give them a little wash just to a little variation. Didn't do them all on all of the wheels, you know, on some of the wheels, and obviously it's got dust and a bit of grime, but not too much mud, because obviously it's been put onto a flatbed and it hasn't seen any action for quite a while, so it's not going to be overly muddy. Yeah, so that's the wheels. they're all done now, ready to go onto the vehicle near the end when they'll final weathering of the lower hull. On here we have some other bits and pieces you've seen. I use the PE side skirts from I had the old Sturmtiger, the Tamiya one years ago, and luckily I didn't actually use the side skirts, so I thought, well, they should fit, and they do. So what I've done with these is I've damaged them along with the picture, as if it was from the picture, and I thought the bolt heads were too flat, if you know what I mean. They were like almost too shallow, so I added some bolt heads to each one. These have been primed with the oxide, sorry, with the MRP paint as well, and there's the Meng nuts on there. It worked out quite well. Obviously you've got the thing on the back, but you're not going to see where the blue tack is. You won't be able to see it. It was covered up with a bit of dust. Yes, I've done that one. I'm only putting 7 because there's one missing on one side, and the heavily damaged one was this one. So on the, if you look onto the one where it's bent, I've just drilled a hole through it as if the bolts come out or just been pulled out when it's been bent. So we've got that on there. So these are ready to go. I may put these on soon because obviously when I do the camo pattern I'm going to have to match them up, so I'll put these on at some point. Yeah, so that's all those done. Got them all with the bolt heads on, and you know, they're all done. The bolt heads are quite nicely. I'm quite happy with those. Obviously they're going to have to be weathered and chipped and whatever. I showed you, did I show you the bucket? I'm sure if I did, I can't remember. I'll show you it again anyhow. Because on the picture it's got like a cream colour white bucket, so that's what I've done. Hang on the rear of the captured vehicle. Anything else in here that I need to show you that I've done? Oh yeah, a crane that's been built, and I've used the lead wire just to go on the crane. Obviously that needs to be sort of grimed up a little bit, obviously chipped and everything, but that could come near the stage when I'm doing the rest of my vehicle. It's got chips and things like that. So that's done. So all the sub builds are actually done. It's all together. It's just a matter of putting things on now, painting and putting, you know, doing the camo pattern and one thing and another. I don't think you have anything else on there apart from the damaged mudguard. It's only sorry, damaged exhaust shroud. There's only one on the picture, so I'm only going to use the one. So that's damaged there as well. So I'm going to put a bit of red oxide primer on where it's been bent and things like that. So what's going on there? I'm going to see in there because obviously you'll have the exhaust on there, so I can use it maybe better. I think that's it on here, on that part. I'm sure it is. Yep, I think that's it on there. Some of the figures now I'm going to add. I may add some more figures here, so let me just get these ones down and change these two over. This is an old one, oh, so it's come off again. Just ignore the last two. So I'm thinking of putting these two guys on as well, looking at a shell, which I'm going to do with, obviously with the thing on it. That one's going on it, that one there, little one, he's going on the diode. These two probably will be as well. Looking at a shell and, you know, taking notes. Obviously it's just two that I did a bit ago, well, one to girl, which has only done the flesh, and that's an old one I did for a German. But I need to put his gun back up on that one, so I've got those. I don't know if I showed you the rest of them. I'll show you again. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember if I showed you the sort of. These ones are finished. These ones are finished. So got him sitting in the barrel. This one little fella here in the barrel. He's like just milling around. He's looking into the hatch on the casemate, and he's videoing these two guys. This one and the guy in the barrel. He'll be videoing that. So what's that? They're done with life colour paints. The American uniform set. So we'll pop that up there, and now we'll get to the Sturmtiger itself. Right. So we've got it in its base colour. Well, let's have a little zoom in so I can get it in. There we go. Where have we gone? Here we go. Yeah, so I've got the primer on, so the base coat on, everything still works, and it's all done underneath there. The case isn't fastened down, but I've just placed it there. The engine deck at the back, this isn't fastened down yet because I've got the thing underneath there. Obviously I still need to keep that there while I'm giving it its camo pattern, so I'll show you the camo pattern which I'm going to do, or attempt to do. So I'm quite happy with the texture I got on the with using the tomato putty and glue. It's more about got a rolled steel effect, and I got the apprentice welder in to do some welding as well. Not too bad. Don't know where I've gone wrong for next time, but done a few weld seams around there onto the these brackets, and on the front you can probably see them on the handles as well. Two handles there and a handle up the top, and the barrel you probably won't be able to see in there, but I've got that sort of gunmetal grey, but I've shined it up with some pigment powder inside. You can't really see, can you? No. So yeah, I've got a camo pattern. I'll show you which camo pattern. This is the MRP paint again. I really like how it went down, you know. If you like coats to start, we can gradually build it up. We've got a few different colour variations because of the colour on the bottom of it, especially on the engine deck as well. These are going to damage these up slightly as well. I think there's this one damaged, and I think this one's damaged. That one seems to be okay, and that one was ripped off on the picture. So, and there's the shell damage, which needs, I think obviously this is where the jack block used to go, so that's gone, and also the light at the back, so there's only left a bracket which I've done also. Obviously exhaust, this side is for the jack, and whatever else goes, a little bar that goes along the bottom, obviously the exhaust, which I'll put on when I'm going to do the next pattern, I think, after I've done the camo. Yeah, because the shroud isn't, I don't think it's got any camo pattern on it, and this door opens still because I'm going to have the one guy's going to be looking into here or here, I can't remember which one it is, but this is still open. If I can get the bloody tweezers on it. There we go. Yeah, that one's still open, and this one's going to be open as well. It's gonna, there's some guys looking into there I think as well, I can't remember, but then one of those guys are going to be sitting on top of there. That's stuck on. Need to put the periscopes in, so this is why I haven't fastened the casemate down yet. Anything else on there? Yes, overall I'm quite pleased with that so far. I'll just go and find the camo pattern I'm going to use, and I'll show you what I attempt to do, I suppose. Let's have a gander. Never have anything to hand when you want it. Let's have a look. Because the pictures I've got of the vehicle I'm trying to sort of replicate, the pattern of the pattern of the camouflage pattern is not non-distinct really because of all the grime and that on it. So I'm going to attempt to do this one. This is what I'm going to use. So that's what I'll be using. It's good you got the top view and everything, so that's the camo pattern I'm going to do. This looks quite nice. I think that's about it. Maybe a couple of call outs to somebody, to a good friend of the channel. He's called Bob Scale, that is it, Armour Scale, or Bob's AV Factory, I think it is, yeah. Nice gent, really nice gent he is. He certainly deserves more subscribers than what he's got. So I will leave a link in his in the description, so you can have a look at him, and do suggest have a look. He likes his paper panzers, and he does an excellent job. He really does an excellent job. Nice chap, really is a nice chap. I think that's it really, isn't it? I think we're almost there. I don't think I'm going to put the telegraph pole on, because it's not going to be, there's hardly any clearance between the tracks and the and this thing on there. It'll come into a build somewhere along another line. It'll fit something or other. I still may do, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Anything else? Yeah, Mr. Mottram has his good days again and his bad days, but generally speaking, I think he's not on the mend, but you know, taking each day as he comes. We got to chat to him now and again, and his sister keeps us well up to date. So at the moment, I think everything's okay. I'm sure everything's okay with him. So yeah, I think that's it. If any more information, I shall pass it on. And I think Paul's doing an update. He probably get his on just before mine, but have a look at Paul's as well. I'll leave a link to his channel as well in the description. So go look over there, and while Paul's coming along with his build. So I think we're there. So thank you to all my new subscribers and all once again for kind comments again. And my grandson, obviously, he's bouncing. He really is a month old now, shot through, and the changes that, you know, you see these kids go through when they're, you know, I've seen it with my own children, but just little bits you see, you know, like a little milestones and things like that. So yeah, we love having him here, my daughter and her boyfriend, and it's nice to have a little baby now. I've known him for 26 years. Right, I'm waffling now, so this is Greg signing off, and we shall see you very soon. I think I've got a kit update coming up shortly, an unboxing of a nice kit that I got yesterday, so keep a look out for that. So it's Greg signing off, and we'll see you very soon. Greg here, I forgot to show you the tracks, so I'll show you the tracks, how far I've got with those. Got all about them. I'm getting there slowly. Let's go all down here. I've just started to add a bit of dust and muck to them, so these are just done with the live colour set again, rust and dust set, or dust and rust set. So these are the workable tracks that came with the kit. No problem putting them together. I spend a bit of time with them, different variations in the rust, so I'm quite happy with those. And I've just started using like a dust layer. This is the first one, so just gradually building it up. So we're getting there with it. I've only done up to which point there. One this little bit to do now, and again obviously I've got the other side to do as well, but they're coming along nicely. So I'm going to concentrate on those today, because with the heat there's no point in trying to spray anything. It really isn't. There's no point at all. So there we go. I'll add this to the other bit. And again, it's Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very soon.